Good morning, Mike the MC, bringing another self-care video. Today we're going to go back to the Catechism. I'm going to talk about number 56 with respect to the stages of revelation that God has shown to man. And so today will be with the story of Noah, and I think this will be a great topic to discuss, connecting it with not just with his story, but communities, and how people across the world may have never known each other, but they have known God in different ways. So this kind of really pays respect to dividends to different faiths and religions as well, and looking at a big picture of how humanity just has tried to find ways to connect with the greater cause, God, the Creator, and I think this will be a great topic. So let's get this started. So here's number 56 of the Catechism with the stages of revelation of God to man, and this is with the covenant with Noah. Number 56. After the unity of the human race was shattered by sin, God at once sought to save humanity part by part. The covenant with Noah after the flood gives expression to the principle of the divine economy toward the nations. In other words, toward man grouped in their lands, each with its own language, by their families, in their nations. Now that is very unique in the sense that different people across the world, they want to know what this great cause is. Who is the Creator? Who's the one that made everything get everything started to be? And this is where it really pays to know that, hey, different religions, faiths across the world, someone had to start something to believe in something great, right? And you look at all these traditions with people that you talk and different parts of the world, and they say things like, oh wow, we had this idea of the sun god, in the sense that, hey, someone's got to have the sun made so that way it takes care of all the earth, our plants, and maybe a wind and an earth, water god, okay, whatever. I'm just throwing rambling things here, but the point is, however you believe in the greater thing, right, you got to put some word, some idea to that big idea, right? So for us as Catholics, we throw God, that word, as the Creator, because that's how we perceive the one who has made everything put into motion, right? You have the other words of other religions as well, like you can mention Allah or all the other ones that I'm not a world religion teacher, but I mean, as far as me bringing in this connection with the piece of other communities with the theme, it's like, okay, people have different names for the Creator, and so then you ask, okay, is this wrong? Or is that okay if different people have different understandings with their own languages as well? Because keep that in mind, different languages and cultures, right, that reflects the people of how they lived in different areas, right? Us in the United States, we may have a different language from people in Ecuador or Australia, right? Or the Philippines, Austria, who knows? And you wonder, wow, these different words may have different meanings, perceptions of God in different ways. Germany, right? There's all these expressions of knowing God, but in a greater sense as well. And who knows? It's just like you come to talk with people and you learn more. You come to appreciate the people that you've run into, like I mentioned earlier, and how they come to know God in different ways and the same, maybe even same ideas as well. And so let me ask this for all of those on this video and channel. Are you curious about world religions, and would you ever study them just so that you become curious and connect ideas? And I do have my own books that maybe I'll share within other videos as well. Maybe we could do another channel playlist on this channel, so that way I could share more and we go through those religions as well, just to see the connections. That'd be cool. But I think with regard to this theme, this video, where God really calls different nations to do different things at different times of the world. Okay, so you have different, like for example, the US going to the moon, right? That was an accomplishment. Or the great pyramids of Egypt, pyramids, I know how to speak. And so when people say the pyramids, they could think, wow, the Egyptians, okay, they were building these great structures, the Great Wall of China, right? And then you have other parts of the world at different times that are just monumental. I mean, the Eiffel Tower, the Panama Canal, right? The guy who was in charge of all those, right? Being inspired to make these great things in different countries from an influence. And I think that kind of goes to play as well, a deeper theme, influence. What is the influence one nation has over another? And how do we respect the influence or understand that same pressure from another place as well, right? Do we submit to that other culture, or do we just respect, okay, we acknowledge what you've said, I acknowledge what you are saying to me, my dear friend, thank you, but I'll still stick to my beliefs. What I know is true. And I think that goes into a greater meaning with respect to everybody. And so I think that's something I will share with this in this video with a greater theme, in that you hear ideas, you hear what other people say, but you yourself respect what you believe, your mind, your ideas, and you will be good. You'll be true because you have a belief. And I think when you stand by those beliefs, it makes you a stronger person as well, a greater character, someone that people can rely on and trust because they know, okay, Mike the MC, so I know you call yourself the Marian counselor, but why? Because I love Mary, I love the Catholic faith, and I will defend that because I just love my faith. But that doesn't mean I disregard other ideas as well, because I like to have dialogue, conversation, arguments, debates, because it's good to have conversation and get the different dots connect and make these links, because people share ideas, and when that happens, greater communities form and they can change the world. And that is the beauty of communication, and knowing that, okay, the influence of one nation over another doesn't have to take you down entirely. You can still hold on to your beliefs. Keep within yourself like a personal safe space that you yourself are strong. And we've been through this with different crowds, especially when it's peer pressure for younger people who may, or anyone who's watching this video, when you're in a crowd that's saying, oh, we got to do this and this, and you yourself may be like, I don't really want to do this because I don't feel safe. It's all right to feel that you have to defend yourself or maybe walk away. That's a hard thing to do. Can we walk from the crowd? So I'll share that with you as another question. Can we walk from the crowd when that influence is trying to be put on top of us? And I say, when you're able to do so, that really is great, because now you can defend your family, yourself, other people that really matter to you. And so I think the idea here is a balance. You can listen and hear different ideas, but then you yourself have to make that decision. What matters to me? Heart, soul, mind, strength. What matters to me, us, that I must defend for myself and my family. And I will keep those beliefs strong so that way my family can go through the times and be all right. And so with respect to the final note with Noah, just God, as he finds these different nations across the world, they will be inspired to do great things. So what is your family, what are you going to do today in your part of the world as a greater thing? And who do you think is calling that you know of in your community from God to do a great thing as well? So let's be open to different ideas and dialogue, and let's share and see how that influence shapes the world. So that is for me, Mike the MC, on Tuesday. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. Be strong, courageous. Don't forget, the influence is there, but you yourself can decide what you want to do moving forward with you and your family. Be strong. All right, everybody. Hope this helps you. Take care. Have a good one.